Hey guys, today we want to talk about reboots. And there's a lot of different types of reboots for people. And I'm talking about like lifestyle reboots. It could be just switching up something in your life. But in this video here, I want to talk about more or less of, when I say reboot, I'm talking about just re-kickstarting your life, restarting your life, pressing the restart button, the reboot button, whatever you want to call it. I call it a reboot. A lot of us at times in our lives, we've said, you know what, I just want things to change. I'm going to move. I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to move here and get a job over here or something in our lives. We kind of take on something and say, life's getting boring, or I'm just sick and tired of the way things are going, or I'm not happy with my life here, or the people here, or I want to move away from family or whatever. And it can be different for every single person. But a lot of people, when they come here, they're doing a reboot too. The question is it a retirement thing? They're trying to reboot their retirement dreams. They have more money in their life or whatever, so they want to come over here. Or is it they're rebooting their life and they're already retired and they're saying, you know what, my family's not working out. This is not working out. I'm sick and tired of the politics here. I'm gonna restart my life and just boom, I'm going to the Philippines. That's also another reboot. And also, you have people over here that are already in the Philippines, and we see this quite a lot, is people come over here, they're here for like 3 to 6 months or a year or 2 years. They like it, they don't like it, they're not sure. Then they get up and leave. They say, well, I'm going home. I'm not sure if I like it. Some people will do this, and this isn't really like a reboot. They're not sure. They want to go back and taste the United States again and see if things have changed. And they'll keep things alive here, and then all of a sudden they'll go for like 3 months, and then they'll tell their girlfriend over here, maybe I'll stay another 3 months. You know what I mean? And then they'll tell the girlfriend, yeah, I'm gonna stay here. I got some things going on, blah blah blah. And then they stay another 3 months, and they're there for 9 months, and then they break off with the girlfriend. They try to get back or whatever. I've seen this in many cases. It's not just one or two. And then later on, they decide maybe a year and a half or a year and 3 months later or whatever, or 2 years later or whatever, hey, you know what, I think I'm going to go back. And they try to re-kickstart that with their girlfriend. They find out it doesn't work because the girl's already moved on, or they're sick and tired of their crap or whatever. And a lot of expats do that to the women over here, unfortunately. It's kind of unfortunate. But here's the something I see quite often here. And this is one of the reboots that I see a lot here, okay, and I'm seeing this right in our group. I'm seeing it with other people that I talk to online and stuff like that. They're members of other groups or other places like Dumageddon and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, they're telling me, I just need to change, Steve. I need to get out of here. I saw one guy up in Angeles. He was telling me he was tired of things festering up there. He says things were getting bad up in Angeles. He says I just got kind of burned out on it up there. He says the expats are changing up there, and he says maybe it's me, maybe it's them. He says I'm just not feeling the vibe that I felt when I first got there. And he says I kind of want to get away from people now. And I'm kind of seeing that vibe going around with a lot of people, and I think we were touching on the mental health issues the other day, a little bit, and I think it could have to do with the way mental health issues kind of fester here in the Philippines, because like we've talked about, there's a lot of people here with a lot of mental health issues, and you see it. A lot of people that escape, they're not here for retirement, but they do come here to retire, but they're not coming here just to retire. They're coming here to escape something. They're trying to get away from something in the U.S. And a lot of us come here for both. Is that a mental health issue? Sometimes it's not, but sometimes it is. Sometimes they're escaping something that they left back there. I ran into a gentleman here one time, a long time ago. He did a lot of stuff with his family. He admitted it to me. He told me he kind of hurt his family. And he come over here to kind of kickstart his life. He got over here, opened up his baggage, per se, and let it loose again. He just threw his luggage all over the place and reopened, what he did back in the States. And I was like, wow, this guy was a mess back in the States, but he's kind of like a mess here too. It's wow, like, why would you come over here and bring your mess with you, and carry it with you and restart over here? Why wouldn't you try to make your life better? I don't think some people can get past themselves. That's why. And that's why I tell people sometimes you need a little therapy or something like that to come over here, for some of you guys that do have issues. Some guys that have mental health issues don't even want to admit that they have mental health issues. They don't admit it. They just don't want to talk about it. And I've ran into those people too. A lot of people here are narcissists. We get narcissists over here. We get empaths like myself. We get all different types of personality types. A lot of the people that cause the most damage over here are the narcissists. We see a lot of narcissists. Some are hidden narcissists. Some are right out there with their narcissism. They're, some people you don't know that they're a narcissist till like 6 months, a year, or 2 years later. It starts, showing its ugly head. We get drunks, alcoholics, psychos, all kinds. And but the majority of people over here, albeit they're decent people, the retirees that come over here to retire, the majority of them are good people. They're good people. They just want to come over here, retire, have a girlfriend, just live life. It's cheap living. They found themselves when they retired single. It's a common thing in the United States nowadays. There's even women in the United States. And yes, that happens too. We find women over here too. But one of the things is sometimes you just got to press that reset button. I'm finding myself in a spot like that right now, and it's not going to be something huge. I'm gonna press the reset button. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. We've been talking about this for a while, and I've just seen some things that I want to kind of move on from. It's not a big deal. Everybody goes through this here. You might. It could be a neighborhood. It could be. You're just kind of tired of things for one reason or another. Maybe you need a move. Maybe you need a different place. Maybe you need someplace cooler. Maybe you need more quiet, more peace in your life. Maybe you need a farm living, or whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, though, make sure it's right for you before you do it. Make sure that before you pass through that door, that you know what you're doing. Okay? Because you don't want to find yourself in a worse spot. You want to find yourself in a better spot. So make sure you do your homework, because a lot of times when people press that reset button, they're in a rush. I'm not in a rush. That's the good thing about me. I'm planning on taking my time with this and make sure it's right, because I might not even want to do it 3 months from now or 6 months from now. I might find things are maybe they're good again. Maybe they're getting better. I've gone through a lot of health issues. I've gone through some other issues. I just feel like maybe it's time for change for me. But like I said, maybe it's not time. I'm seeing things here changing drastically in the Philippines. I'm seeing the people here changing, the faster expats are changing. A lot of things are changing. And I might need to reset, and if you find yourself, in front of that reset button, looking at it saying, I might want to press that, think before you do it. Take time, because when you pass through that door, it's hard to get back to that spot sometimes, and sometimes it means making big moves, big drastic things that you're going to do. And all of a sudden you're saying, maybe I made a mistake. Don't be that guy. Make sure you take a look at things before you make those moves, before you jump, because there's no jumping back a lot of times. You leave your house, somebody's going to rent it. There's no going back. It's a big change. Anyway, guys, just want to put that out there. If you do a reset, be careful. Think it over long and hard. Sometimes the place you're going might be worse than the place you're at. Sometimes the place that you're at, you might be able to fix it. If you can fix it, fix it. It might be worth a try. If you can't fix it, then it's time to move on. God bless, guys. Take care. I'd like to hear your comments on this too. God bless, guys.